This is the American Rebellion. My name's Jerry. How y'all doing? Here with Matty K and Nikki Young as always. I don't know why they keep coming back. Or me. Anyway, Matt, how you doing?
So, I'm not doing too bad. Feel like I could use a shit, but otherwise than that, I'm okay.
Very happy you said that. Because that's what the people need to know. Well, Nick, it's up to you to save the show.
Or it's gonna be a shit show
Something. I don't know.
again. No, I'm doing pretty good. Waiting for the shit show tonight and this weekend with the weather and the cold. And nothing we can do about that. You know, Matt can go take care of his problem, which he should have done right before then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his
Instead of
problem.
just
His
jump
problem.
up and-
I'm pretty sure his problem can be handled only by medication, maybe doses. I don't know. Randy Harris is here. Hello. Well, hello to you too. Larry Burns from Canada. How are you, Larry? Oh, got four whole people. That's nice.
How you doing, Larry? From Canada. And it's like probably 22, minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're bitching about the cold. Of his weather. Yeah.
I can't help that Larry made bad life decisions. I can't help it. I live in Florida. It should never be 20 degrees. Sorry. It says all over the map, but big sunshine, all that.
Well, you know, I used to live in that climate where after it's below like minus the teens digits, you can't tell the difference. It doesn't make any difference. It's just fucking cold.
Yeah, I'm against cold. The only place I want cold is in a refrigerator or freezer or like my air conditioning vent. That's it.
Yeah, I always thought, how do you measure minus temperature?
Larry says it's minus 40.
The same way you measure plus temperature. What do they make? Which side of the minus side it's on? It's, thermometer.
Larry says it's minus
It
40.
goes so cold it breaks, and you go,
No one
that's
cares,
so cold.
Larry. Larry says it's minus 40 for the last 5 days. And Dave Rougeau is here. Hello, Dave. How are you? Nice to see you. Appreciate everybody coming by, all 5 of you. Well, 4 if you don't count Nick, who's already here. We're holding him captive just so I have somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I watched this English guy's video. He was doing a reaction to the various weather in the United States, and they came upon the lake effect snow and how it can be so drastic. I said, I told him where I came from. I said, we had a snow drift every couple of years up against the front of my house, all 3 stories of it. It was like 8 feet thick. That's why you got a back door, and you use it for the rest of the winter, because you ain't going in the fucking front door.
Well, it does insulate your house, though. At least the front of it. Jimmy Collins.
Yeah. There's no point in trying to get out the front door, because the next day it's going to fill it up again. You just leave it that way and go out the back. And that's why they build them usually. My house faced north to south. It would come down the hill off the fucking lake. it hit the front. So, strategery.
Jimmy Collins is here. Nice to see Jimmy, as always. I don't remember if I said it, but Jolene is here also. Our lone female anymore. I don't know. What the hell, man? Supposed to be in the low 20s here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday morning. Yeah, and Nick was just telling me about your goddamn weather that's going to hit Florida. Good evening from snowy 12 degrees, Alien Noble, Pennsylvania. It's nice and warm here in San Diego from Randy Harris. Matt lives by you, actually, Randy.
And it ain't fucking warm. It ain't got over 55 here today. That ain't fucking warm.
Minus 40 Celsius and minus 40 Fahrenheit, actually the same. Just imagine. It fucking sucks. Again, Larry, the bad life choices of being born in Canada, I cannot help. Jimmy wants to raise the roof, Matt, with you. Not sure how you're going to do that, but Stephen Tolliver is here. I read his post. I forgot to mention who it was. Yeah, Randy Harris.
Oh, hey, Stephen, you're out of your coma, are you?
Yeah.
Randy Harris and Stephen Tolliver are as fit as a fiddle.
Well,
That's
Randy
good
Harris. Randy Harris lives in San Diego.
Well, whereabouts exactly?
Where in San
It
Diego,
does get a lot
Randy?
warmer in some places
Well, he said
than from where I am, but
this comment is, I'm originally from Wisconsin. 50 is warm to me. That's just insane. I swear to God, it gets down to in the 50s. I'm very, very cold. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Hello, Jerry, Matt, Nikki from David Novi. Hello. Jimmy Collins says 20 degrees here, snow. Barry Burns says, Matt, 55 is shorts and t-shirt weather. Steven said, expecting another 6 to 10 inches of snow. I'm not expecting any snow with 75 or 80 here today, so I'm okay with that. Yeah. Randy says he lives in
that would
Poway.
be like 6 to 8 inches per hour. In fact, where I live, but that's nothing.
Randy says he lives in Poway, Poway.
Poway.
Okay.
Oh, that's how you pronounce Poway, eh? I said Poway myself.
Well, I mean, that's how it's spelled. I'm hooked on phonics, really.
Well, how long has he been in Poway?
A couple hours? I don't know. How long you been in Poway? Which, by the way, it's like Arkansas. It's Arkansas in English. We're really talking about the
I've
weather,
been there few times. It's hot as fuck in the summer there. I mean, triple digits most of the summer months. No, thank you. I live in a more temperate area. It's about 30, 35 miles north of that, and it changes drastically.
Well, thank you.
You
I mean, shit, you go 15 miles
Louisiana
away
and
from me
Florida.
Escondido is triple digits every day in the fucking summer. I don't want that shit either.
We get triple digits here almost daily in the summer. I mean, in the afternoon
Oh,
when
yeah.
my porch is all shaded in, it's 95 on the porch. And not a hint of a breeze. You walk outside and you just start sweating. There's no other way around. By the time you get to your car, you're drenched. Randy's with us.
Yeah, with 2,000% humidity.
Hello, Randy. Yeah. The humidity is what does it to you. That in the 100 degrees.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, well, yeah, the mixture. I mean, to the point to where you can't breathe.
Yeah.
But we're used to it. But
Yeah.
we'd get these vendors that would come from Vegas that support our software that we run at the casino. And these poor miserables are about to die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been to Vegas. The hottest it's been over there was 113 actual temperature.
Yeah.
But there's no humidity.
No.
These poor bastards they can't walk 10 feet without about to pass out out there
Yeah.
at 80 degrees.
When you first move to one of these climates like this, and you're outside, you are like drinking water every 2 minutes. It's like unreal, man.
But yeah, we don't have the humidity. It's relatively low. But if you don't have any airflow, 100 degrees is pretty hot too, even without humidity.
Oh, it's hot in Vegas.
I
but
don't get any warmer here than like 90, maybe 95 at worst on days, but nothing that's unbearable to me. I think it feels good.
Cajuns are just built tougher. Let's start a revolution. Okay, go ahead. This is what I'll tell you. If we have any wars with the government, I would like it in the fall. If we could do it in my yard, would be good. That way I have to go far. But you got to fill in all your holes when you're done. My landlord, lifelong friend, passed away yesterday from the COVID. He beat 3 types of cancer, then got COVID. Yeah. What did he get
Well,
from
that
the COVID?
sucks.
Like my dad died from it about 3 weeks ago. He had double pneumonia. Okay, so Randy Harris has been in Poway for 2 years, lived in El Cajon for 10 years prior to that. It's too hot there. El Cajon. Cajon.
El Cajon, yeah.
El Cajon?
El Cajon. That's hot as fuck too. Poway ain't no much less, I can tell you.
This is why they
El
invented
Cajon.
air conditioning for stuff like this. True story.
So yeah, some places down there in the like east of San Diego, you go from the coast and you're that far south, it's high desert. Well, that's low desert. You go up north from here, it's high desert, but it gets fucking hot as shit down around those El Cajon, Poway, Lemon Grove, fucking those areas. I mean, shit, no, I wouldn't live there. Shit, I seen ostriches fucking laying down under fucking bushes, panting their ass off going down there.
Well, Dave, I am sorry to hear about your friend passing away. That sucks. About had all I need to have about with the fucking kung flu. I gotta tell you the truth.
But he was your landlord?
He was his landlord.
You get a couple free rent months.
Okay, it was also his lifelong
before they
friend.
catch up to you.
It was also his lifelong friend before you put your foot in your mouth. down to San Cedro, and the border is as hot as fuck. Yeah. See, that's why I wouldn't live there. That's too hot. I'm sorry. It's hot enough here, but I'd rather have what I got here than like 118 fucking degrees. I'm sorry. And the desert.
And the thing about Vegas,
Well,
you got to bring like chapstick with you all the time. Because
Yeah.
it dries you out
Yep.
because of the low humidity.
Yep. It sure does. I live there. It does do that. I just, you know what? I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to stay here. You know, I got to worry about hurricanes, and
thank the Lord.
every now and again, you know, like a tornado may come within 20 miles of me, but, you know, I'll live. I will be fine. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Well, hey, Jerry, we survived. Louisiana did 5.
Yeah.
The
Florida had
hurricanes this past season.
Yeah, Florida had 5. What is it now?
Yeah, we all got the same hurricanes basically.
Yeah, 2005 or something like that. 4. We had 5 come through. Rita was one of them. I think that's the one that hit New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one that hit New Orleans, right? Yeah. Kind of bounced around and went north and
They all
tried to
pretty
get the
much
Nick.
hit New Orleans one way or the other.
Yeah. Phoenix is the hottest place
Katrina
I've
was
been
the
in the
worst one
country. Everything is concrete there. Death Valley, too. Well, Death Valley is the hottest place in the country. Dan Yost says he's thinking about moving to Arkansas. Why? Nick,
Why not?
have you approved this, Nick? You know, the whole Arkansas thing?
Well, I mean, we both live in Eunice. Louisiana sucks, but so does the rest of the country right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, throwing a dart at the map. Go. That's about it. Take a chance.
Well, I don't know. There's some places that are more drastic and suck. Like
California?
Minnesota.
California, yeah, that.
Minnesota, Wisconsin. They got like black flies and it's hot as fuck in the summer. And the bugs are fucking. And then it's like, freezing the fuck cold in the winter. I mean, drastic as fuck from one to the other. I mean, there's places I don't know why anybody lives in.
Biden declared the entire country a sanctuary jurisdiction today.
Really?
Well, it already is. What the fuck does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Did anybody watch any of the preceding impeachment shits? I won't watch anything because I know what they're going to say. I don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
No, that'd be like nails on a chalkboard watching that bullshit.
Yeah. You might have to listen. Listen to Eric Swallowwell would be about as bad as listening to Schiff. Randy said too many liberals here in California. Yeah. Too many liberals everywhere.
Well, I saw a story today from the New York Times. Of course, they always tell the truth,
Yeah.
They said, there's nobody, the title was like, there's nobody left. Republicans are mass exodus from the Republican Party all of a sudden. They're changing their status, whatever, from Republican to whatever. to the tune of 140,000 is what they claim.
140,000.
No, that's probably the 140,000 votes that Trump got fucked out of in this past election.
Yeah.
And they called them Democrats.
Stephen Lang from England is here. How you doing, Stephen? How's the senile old fart Biden doing? Well, apparently he made the whole country a sanctuary country. I don't fucking know. I'm not really reading the news much these days. I just can't. Maybe a while. I mean, just look at the headlines, and none of it is good. Let's see. Sarah Sanders was
Well,
talking
he can
about.
call it whatever he wants to, but they come to my house, they ain't gonna find no fucking sanctuary here, unless they want to go to their greater reward.
Yeah, I hear you. Stephen has lost. Holy shit. 18, 19, 20. Damn. He's lost like 20 pounds or over 20 pounds since he got the kung flu. Don't blame me. I mean, I don't think it's much different, Stephen, or Stephen Lang, sorry, than probably England is. Just more ridiculous shit that we got to pay for. You know. The whole world is an open air nut house.
No truer words ever said.
Yeah, that's a damn fact right there. Open air nut house. Oh, Viv is here. Anita, how you doing, Anita? Good to see you. Yeah. I wonder where Max is. No one just hears from him, heard from him. I think he must be on an undercover mission or something. Or he has a girlfriend. I don't know, something.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a pretty long while. Daniel Rio's here. Hello, Daniel.
Tell you, remember we could let him call in and shit. Remember when he used to call in?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just like everything that used to be wrong is now okay. And everything that used to be right is people are saying, no, that's offense. This is offense. Everything's fucking offensive. Everything's fucking racist. Everything's. I mean, we're all supposed to walk around silently or something. I don't know. I get tired of them. Carol Jenkins is here. She says, "Yeah, hello. How you doing?" Anita says she hasn't heard from Max. What the hell? He just dropped out of sight? That's weird. At least the first time we knew why. Last night, a sweet baby that my best friend is her 4-year-old niece was stabbed to death. That baby was such a light. Her smile was contagious. I don't understand the mind of anyone who would kill a child. Yeah, I don't understand the mind of anybody who would kill anybody unless they were defending their own life or someone else's. And you want to know why? Because we're not people like that. And we're trying, we're all sitting here trying to make sense, right? Of the insane. And it's not working. And it's just frustrating. Hey, Steven, you still doing that radio show or whatever it was? So apparently Biden has declared the U.S. a sanctuary. Jim Collins just said it was. Yes, he did. Just above you in the comments there somewhere. Democrats kill millions of unborn babies.
I'm losing track of this. Did somebody say a child was murdered, a 4-month-old or something? I don't.
4-year-old.
What?
4-year-old niece was stabbed to death. She didn't say by who. I guess that doesn't. Yeah, I'd like to listen to that just one time, but unfortunately, we got a show Friday night that will make us absolutely no money, and no one will care. But we're going to do it. You do it on any other days? Because I would like to listen to it. I enjoy listening to from other countries and what's going on over there. Because it always kind of makes me feel good that I'm not the only one who's fucking miserable. How do you want to tell us why this happened, Tiffany? Or who or something?
Was it random or was it a
This
parent?
I got a bad feeling about the answer to this.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
Relative?
yeah, maybe.
I don't. Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. None of it makes sense. It will be recast. If you want to listen on catch up, I can send you. Yeah, do that. You're on, what is that, Motivate or something, right? Or no. Oh, wait. I know. The hell is the name of that? Okay, I can't remember, but I can like picture it in my head, but the words are all not there. Damn. I know that makes a lot of sense, right? How about the
What was
girl?
that one thing we used to be on at
No, it's not. I don't think he's.
Kitchen Fired Radio or
No,
whatever?
I don't think.
That
No.
ain't come back again yet at all.
Restoration
Whatever it was.
Radio UK. That's what it is. Restoration Radio UK. Yep. The RRUK. Is that you do? It's radio. It's not like video, right? How about the girl that used Gorilla Glue to hold down her hair? Boy, people making fun of her all over the internet, and rightfully so.
well, she's thinking about suing now.
Yeah, I told you.
But Tiffany gave an answer, Jerry.
Oh, did she? What'd she say?
She said crackhead. Wanted money from the family. She could identify him.
Here, listen. You know something? This is what's wrong with this country. I am thankful it was a crackhead and not the mother or the father, because that's normally who usually the father does stupid shit like that. And meanwhile, a 4-year-old's dead. Holy fuck. It's a great show. I've missed it.
This
Whoa.
world's going to hell in a handbasket.
I have a face for radio. Me too. That's why we got 12 whole people watching after 7 years. Yeah, let me write that down because I'm going to forget it again and then it's going to piss me off.
No, I don't believe that broad can sue Gorilla Glue. There's no case. She's got nothing to stand on. There's no leg to stand on. It's a goddamn industrial adhesive. It's not a hair product. They say that on there. Every bottle of glue you have on there tells you what it's for. She could not win a dime unless they want to just settle it for bad publicity reasons.
I don't know.
She is a person of color as well.
Well, yeah, but if you watched her videos, because she published this on TikTok, like she's making it, some big thing. Like she might have did this shit on purpose, what it sounds like. But if you listen to her talk, I doubt she can read. So I don't know if she can read the label and the warnings on that goddamn can.
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot more BIN Network Radio, Black Information News Radio, based out of Atlanta. Well, where else would it be based out of? And I hear it on the radio driving into bigger cities. I've never heard of that. We get where I live. We get about 2 radio stations
Well, that
on the radio.
doesn't surprise me that all she got to do is threaten to sue them and they'll fucking settle for something. You know, she'll make out like a fucking bandit.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that's
then she'll have other people spraying their head with the shit and go, hell, I'm gonna sue them. They'll settle for her, then they settle for me.
Gorilla Glue is one of those products that's actually pretty good. It really is. You know, and there's always got to be somebody who fucks it up every time. Person of color, we are people of color, Matt. Some darker than others. Okay, we're sorry, Stephen. I'm going to use whiteout to get the gray out of my beard and then sue because it didn't stay on the bottle. It wouldn't work on hair. Uh, I don't know. The stupid in this country is painful and depressing. It really is. Hell, I didn't even know they sold spray on Gorilla Glue, although it makes perfect sense. But
So yeah, I got spray on adhesive from 3M and Loctite. I didn't know Gorilla Glue sold it, but it's probably the same shit.
yeah, and probably just as expensive because that shit went through the roof. Well, 3M still isn't too bad, but what's the other one? That shit's like $12 a can.
Loctite, yeah, they make thread locker,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
they make their own super glue version, and they got I got a spray on adhesive can of that shit.
Yep. It's like talk radio, but only about black people, usually around the NPR station's lower channels. Okay. I can't listen to NPR or anything like it. The lady is the reason why there are directions on shampoo bottles. Hey, Steven, can you do me a favor and message it to me? Because I can't click on links. You know what? I tell you, I'm going to look it up now. Make sure I got. I know I at one point I liked the page. Oh, you fucking idiot! Wrong box.
Why can't you click on links in the chat thread, Jerry?
Because I'm not on Facebook.
Okay. Whatever you're on, not understand hypertext language.
I guess not. No, because you can click on any comment and make it come on the screen. So trying to, I don't know, trying to click on just a link, it's not going to work.
Can you copy pasta that into a browser somewhere?
No, I'm finding it now. Fuck. There it is. Okay.
Well, did you guys see the rebranding of the Aunt Jemima products they come out with yesterday or today?
Yeah, read that today. Pearl something or another.
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, same label, same colors, same pattern. Pearl Milling Company or something. I'm like, okay, and they same shit, just caving.
I wonder why milk. What the hell's that got to do with syrup?
No, it's the flour mill where they made the pancake flour mix milling company.
Okay. Well, that's the actual name of the company where it's actually made. They're just
Oh
changing
yeah,
it.
because they made the pancake mix and the syrup. You know what I mean? Like the powdered box of pancake mix shit. Same thing as the syrup.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty good shit, dude.
Yeah, and nobody seemed to give a fuck for 200 years or I think 1880 something. I mean, nobody gave a fuck.
Perfectly fine up till now.
Okay, Steven, I changed the settings and what the fuck ever, and I should get some kind of something. All right. Randy Harris says pretty soon every item oh crap. Let's see. Every item is going to have a 20-page manual on how to use it just so they cover all their bases when they get sued. Yeah. And it'll be a waste of time because nobody reads them anyway, apparently. Although, you should realize that you shouldn't put glue in your fucking hair. Usually you get mad at your little kids for doing shit like that. Let's see. David Novi. My brother went back in the hospital again for heart-related problems, symptoms after having heart bypass, a pacemaker installed. And the first thing these bastards do is say he's got the China virus. I had my lawyer call this crooked hospital, got my brother independently tested, and guess what? He don't have no COVID bullshit virus. I told the facility, though doctor motherfuckers, to start treating my brother for what he's really having problem with and stop their criminal nonsense. I think Dave's pissed. Can't say as I blame him. I believe my father would have been alive today had he been treated for the fucking COVID in the first goddamn place before he came home when he tested fucking positive. But they didn't, and they sent him home.
And now they finally say that Biden's president, hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin is a good thing.
Yep. I've seen them in the news more in the last week or week and a half, something like that, than I have anything else. We're running around screaming about vaccines that they're not fully testing and have no idea what the side effects will be. No one said it wasn't real, Randy. Just saying that for as far as the COVID goes, there are things that would cure it. And surprisingly, now that the Democrats are in power, all the things Trump said could cure it did. People here get run over by a fucking bus and they put COVID-19 on the death certificate. It all has to do with money, though, Stephen. These fucking hospitals get money to treat this shit. So.
Oh, true story. Jasmine now works at our local hospital.
Right.
She's an admin clerk.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her, how many COVID patients y'all have there? Because they have a COVID ward.
Hmm?
She said, one.
Yeah.
And I said, how many have y'all had, so far? She said, not very many. But she has a woman that's been working there forever that works with her, who's another admin clerk, who, for whatever reason, just a couple of days ago was standing behind Jasmine, because the woman could have been admitting people. And the woman that Jasmine was working with, the customer, the patient, asked, are you having a lot of COVID patients? And the other woman says, oh my God, we're full up with COVID patients.
Huh.
So Jasmine turns around and says, no, we're not. We have one in the COVID ward. And he's like 77 years old. That's it. So they're lying. And the whole point of this was, she told me they're cutting employees' hours in the hospital. But then we hear how all these hospitals are overrun. And they can't handle all these COVID patients.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Yep. Big pharma, biggest money grab in history. Yeah, they don't cure nothing. And the government is paying for these like vaccine. They paid to have them developed. They paid, all that kind of shit, right? And you know, it's falsifying the death certificate. Listen, we are so past papers being falsified. They're showing at the impeachment hearings videos that have been altered. Okay, we're past all that. The governments don't give a fuck. The big business and hospitals, including, don't give a fuck about that shit because nobody's going to get in trouble for it. Nobody. Everybody just lies, cheats, and steals, and they just keep going on doing it. Freaking sad. When I was in the hospital for COVID, there was only two other people in the unit with me. My father was in one of them observation rooms. He was delirious. Kept trying to get up and do stuff, and Walmart about to get paid with vaccinations. Supposedly now the number of vaccinated people outnumber the total cases. They're starting to go with, if you ain't vaccinated, you can't work here. So Publix is doing that down here. My daughter told me.
Walmart pharmacy will soon be given the injections. So, especially in Louisiana, we are well above of like 60,000 people got the immunization shot over what the deaths were. But our governor still keeps us locked the fuck down.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. This is America. I don't think it is. It doesn't resemble it much anymore. Yes, you're right. So what is left? Fight? I have no idea. I mean, I suspect that might be it, but I can't. I cannot endorse that. No, Jimmy, he wasn't in the ICU. He was on a COVID ward, but it was like an observation room where they have a window where somebody can sit to watch him. And they also had somebody in the room to watch him. Because I had to help tie him down. Uh, that was difficult. because he wouldn't sit the whole time. He wouldn't stop moving or trying. And at first, when he was delirious, I think he was reliving his life, or I don't know, but he was kept trying to get up, and then he just started talking gibberish. And, he wouldn't. I had to tie him down. Help tie him down. I don't know.
I wonder if he didn't have some kind of crazy reaction to the medication that maybe they were giving him.
Well,
My grandmother did the same thing.
I don't know.
She just started talking crazy all of a sudden. Okay? They changed her medicine, and she just went batshit crazy, literally.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And she was not a dumb woman.
I gotta tell you, I'm not enamored with any of the hospital or anything. But there ain't nothing I can do about it. He had one of those living wills with a DNR attached to it, and I don't think they tried as hard as they could have. Oh, you can take on the establishment. That's not the problem, Randy. If things had been different, I would be taking on the fucking establishment. But things weren't different, and I don't actually have any rights, I guess, legally anyway. Yeah.
Which is a whole different shit show going on there.
Yeah.
And that's just dick.
Me and
All that is dick.
me and my father were estranged for 21 years. And due to sheer stubbornness, I wouldn't, make the first move. But then I did, so that's fine and everything. But then he died 3 months later. So when he was getting together his will and all that bullshit together, he put his friends in charge. And I can't blame him for that. I do believe he was going to try to change it, but he didn't have a chance. So regardless of whether he was or not, they're in charge. I can't even get shit from my childhood out of his fucking house because they won't talk to me. Again, I beg to differ. I do and succeed 90% of the time. No, you can fight them if you've got some sort of rights to do so and the money to do it. You have both of those things usually. America's last bastion of freedom. Don't give up your guns like my country did. I don't know about anybody else. They can't have mine. Does life insurance pay for COVID related deaths? I really don't know, but I would assume they do.
Very interesting question there, Dan.
I don't know. I would assume they do.
I don't think there's a rider on life insurance at this point for COVID.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've never heard of that. I don't even know how. It'd be amazed to me how they could even do that with all the people that do get it. I mean, it's not like my dad died from viral double pneumonia, but it was brought on by the COVID. Had they treated him for the COVID immediately with something that actually fucking works, he probably would have lived. My father was very tough guy. And, he's 85. He's still working 4 days a week, building staircases for outside of, homes and stuff and decks and all that kind of shit. Okay, so Uh, it wasn't like he was just sitting in his chair getting fat or anything, like me. I don't know, but I've never heard of that them not. But my guess, if there's a way for the insurance company to figure out how not to pay, they'll do it. Let's face it.
Oh, and given the rate that they're claiming that everybody's getting infected, you damn sure know that the insurance company is not going to change their policy to let you buy into it right about now.
All I know is the only shot I got left, the wife she's on the will. It's a husband and wife team. And I'm not going to go into it all because I've done this 5 times. But she works for Tommy Tuberville, the United States Senator. So, yes, he is, Randy. He is a Native American. He's Indian. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe. Yeah, there was a cool song about him one time.
Here.
I
My
like.
great grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee.
Yeah, I love that song when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, everybody's a fucking Cherokee.
Well, I've got more than that. I'm a mixed bag, but Cherokee was the first one.
Who the hell sang
How
that?
come nobody's like a flathead or a fucking, pig nose tribe or something? They always gotta be one of the grand ones.
Paul Revere and the Raiders. God, how did I forget that?
Oh, yeah, you're right here.
Nope.
Well, I thought you were thinking Cher.
No, that was half breed. Cherokee people. Cherokee tribe. Who proud to live.
Going down to get a 40.
Who proud to die. Is that a...
Yeah, we got Cherokee, Apache, and in that cannibalism, the Takapa tribe from southwest Louisiana that lived on the coast between Louisiana and Texas. That's my proud heritage.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Stephen is a Comanche. There's no songs about you, Stephen. Only the Cherokees. Is that a...
Oh, yeah. All right. Everybody have their, tribal powwow. Let's whoop it up. Okay.
I think a
Cleveland
Kunas...
Indians. Here we go.
Kunas is a Louisiana and lives in the swamp or something. And eats roadkill possum and that. Like Nick. You find it dead, he'll put it in a pot. I don't know what the fuck they call them down here. There's white people living out in the swamps in Florida. Well, it's mostly Seminoles.
Yeah, the semen holes down there in Florida.
Seminoles have a very long and rich history in this country. They do. They're like a mutt tribe. They took in a lot of runaway Indians, black slaves, you name it. A lot of like Indians would.
Goddamn Seminoles built this country.
They did. A lot of them escape reservations and stuff, and they would go to Florida, and they became the Seminole tribe.
I think Burt Reynolds was half fucking Seminole.
Well, he is from Florida, or he was. He's dead now. Now he's dead in Florida. But, people still have mullets in Florida. I haven't seen a mullet in years. I'm in Florida. Of course, it'd be hard to make a mullet out of my head, but nevertheless. Comanche are from Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, and Wyoming Erie tribe. All right. I have a question for Dan and Nick. Do you guys put Creole seasoning on everything you eat, or is that just a stereotype?
No, it's not a stereotype. It all depends on what you're eating.
Well, let's put it this way: when
The seasoning might change.
when Nick eats river roaches, they're so fucking hot that he gets sick every time he eats them, but he continues to. Let's put it that way. What are mullets? Mullets is like a normal haircut in the front, and then your hair is long in the back. It was a thing in like the 70s and I think the 80s or something. I don't remember. Maybe the 90s. I don't know. The joke was it's business in the front,
Actually,
party
it
in the
fits,
back.
Jerry.
No, we're talking about the haircut. Burt Reynolds was a piece of shit. I don't know about that. I didn't like what he did to his wife, but a lot of people liked him too.
I don't know. I don't know what the backstory is, but made a couple of good movies.
Yeah.
2, I'd say. The rest of them I could live without. Guess which 2 those are, Jerry?
Well, Deliverance is one, and Gator has to be the other. All right, that movie was
Longest Yard.
good. The Longest Yard was pretty good. Way better than the second one was. I don't even know. He must have needed the money or something to be in that one.
I don't know his personal history. That's fine with me. Piece of shit. I couldn't tell you. Never met him. I'll take your word for it.
Well, he was married to Lonnie Anderson, who was the receptionist on WKRP, the blonde lady, and apparently decided to divorce her and sent her a telegram to tell her. Not really an optimal
To me,
look.
that doesn't tell what was leading up to all the rest of it. I'm going to just send you a telegram. It could have been a long thing of
The actual
bullshit going before that happened. I don't know.
the actual love of his life was Sally Field. That's who he loved the most.
Yep. That is true.
Old Norma fucking Ray.
Now I wonder. I remember he married that Lonnie Anderson when she was at the peak of that fucking TV show.
Yeah. Well, they were also in a movie
probably
together.
made more money than he was at the time, but wonder how that worked out.
It didn't. They got divorced. I just told you. That's the story. They were in a movie together. That's how they met.
No, but I mean, I don't know. I'm saying, I don't. Well, obviously, she looked pretty good at the time. I mean, I can't fault them for that, but she was making a lot of money too. Is what I'm saying.
Her and him were in the movie Stroker Ace together, and that's where they met. And they were married after that. Stroker Ace was born to race. He was Mean Street, 2 feet wide, was a son of a gun with a taste for fun and more than his share of pride. Great song, terrible movie.
Never heard of that before.
Charlie Daniels sang the song. This might be an unpopular opinion,
Yeah.
but to me it seemed like Burt Reynolds' character was the same in every movie. Yeah, they're all the same in every movie. Very few actors can play different
That's
parts.
the difference between it. That's the difference between an actor and a movie star. A movie star is the same fucker in every movie. An actor is an actor.
Lonnie Anderson had more rubber in her face than a Rubbermaid container. Yeah, personally, I like Bailey Quarters way better. Ask Matt if he got any useful information from any of the links to the documentaries I sent him. Burt played a Comanche half-breed on a Gunsmoke. He also played a half-Indian on, what the hell was that movie? 100 Rifles with Jim Brown and Raquel Welch. That was actually a pretty good flick, too. Western.
Yeah, but back then, Raquel Welch tormented my mind some, I gotta tell you.
Yep. That was a good flick, though. I remember. I just saw that like about 6 months ago. Again.
Oh, come on. Did they make Jim Brown run again like they did in the Great Escape?
No, but he ended up with Raquel Welch, not Burt Reynolds.
No, not. No, I mean, no, not that it was. That was a joke because, of course, Jim Brown could run like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they used it in the movie. I mean, he could run as fast as fuck. Maybe he was running down the roof, dumping shit down the chimneys. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talking about the Dirty Dozen?
Running back, he could run like a motherfucker. Why would they put that in a movie? You know?
Well, it was the Dirty Dozen, and he got shot and killed. And
That's what I said. Dirty Dozen.
Oh, okay. Who was the actor who was partial to sticking gerbils up his ass from Stephen Lang? I have no idea. I try not to read about that much. Sophia Loren was my celebrity crush for many years.
If that story, I have no idea. Richard Gere.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, no, that's yeah, that's what I heard. Oh, Jesus Christ! Sophia Loren was my celebrity crush for many years from Steven Tolliver. Yeah, she ain't no slouch. She ain't
Damn,
no slouch.
you old, man. What was your second favorite? Betsy Ross or something?
Oh, Sophia Loren she was something in them movies from the 40s and 50s, or 50s, 60s, that kind of thing. Late 50s, actually. She was something.
I was kind of partial to Mary Ann.
Yeah, me too. Tina Louise, even when I was a kid, I thought she was kind of a bitch.
Marianne, if I'm on the island with both of them, Marianne's, you gotta work too hard for Marianne. I'm going for Ginger. Be like, hey, Ginger, I got some coconut vodka here. Like, okay, take off that dress.
He says,
of course, you go for the easy one.
He says the second favorite was Connie Stevens.
Yeah, because we're going to get rescued any fucking week now, according to the professor.
Yeah, he got a phone call on his fucking coconut phone. His second favorite was Connie Stevens.
Oh,
I graduated
Connie.
with her.
No, you did. He's 30 years older than you.
Connie Stevens.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
That's kind of getting to like the mother next door. I mean,
not when she was young.
Next, Who was the broad that was June Cleaver on Leave It to Beaver?
Barbara Billingsley? No, I don't think so. Connie Stevens was pretty hot when she was young. What about Farrah
Well, I
Fawcett?
bet Stephen wouldn't turn down Aunt Margaret. He wouldn't turn down Aunt Margaret.
I like Jacqueline Smith. I wasn't the Farrah Fawcett, the big time. She was married to one of my favorite actors, Lee Majors, but then she fucked him over. So then she married that Ryan O'Neal asshole.
Okay. Lee Majors, I'll put up air quotes, actor.
He's one of the very few actors that had 3 TV series in 3 different decades that were fucking very popular. Stephen Tolliver says he's 71, Matt. You can like Connie Stevens and Sophia Loren. He's allowed. Gina Lola Brigida wasn't hard to look at. True. Very true. I've seen a movie with Sharon Tate
But I
in
go
it.
for bigger lung on broads. I don't, I'm not looking for the model, you know what I mean?
Gina Lola Brigida, she was up your alley then, bud. I saw Sharon Tate in this weird movie one
I'd
time.
go for Jane Mansfield.
Had David Niven in it and all this, and
Yeah,
I didn't think she was that good an actress. I mean, she just kind of looked weird. I don't know. I can't remember the fucking name of the movie, but there was few famous people in it, and David Niven was one
what
of them.
broad?
Sharon Tate. The Hepburn sisters were hot.
No.
Katharine Hepburn was never hot.
Sharon Tate was a regular and semi-regular on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there you go.
up until she got murdered.
There you go. First of all, Audrey Hepburn and what's her name? The other Hepburn. They're not sisters. Audrey Hepburn wasn't bad. Katharine Hepburn was not hot. And no hotness there. Audrey was. Audrey Hepburn was the Bullocks.
I'm going to say pass on both of them.
Oh, I don't know. Audrey Hepburn, she was like fragile or looking or something. I don't know. I saw her in that movie with Cary Grant where they were running all over the fucking country. Hitchcock thing or something. I don't know. Didn't do nothing for me.
No, the Hitchcock thing, he's considered one of the greatest. But I'm like, he had a great TV show. Albert Hitchcock Presents.
I used to watch that.
That was rival the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
for being, something good to watch.
Yeah,
movie wise, I don't know how many he's really had were that good.
Oh,
really.
many were good. Many. Look at Psycho. To Kill a Mockingbird. Enjoyed it very much, that movie. They're trying to ban it now. That was a good movie. Robert Duvall was in there. Good flick.
I used to watch, he was on all them old westerns back when he got started.
Mm-hmm.
Rifleman, Gunsmoke, all that shit. And he was not really a good actor back then. He got a lot better as he went along.
Yeah. Oh, you watch some old flicks? Charles Bronson was in most of them. He might, if he's lucky, he had one line. And it was Jarl. It was under what was it? Charles Buczynski. Uh, Freaking Lee Van Cleef was always in them old flicks. Doctor McCoy from Star Trek was in a lot of them.
Oh yeah, he was always a southern bad guy. He did a pretty good like Georgia drawl and
Yeah.
McCoy when he was like one of the fucking cowboys.
Yep. He was.
And then you had the greatest actor of all time, and it was, starred the same way. Nicholson did, but, Steve McQueen.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, he's like the Babe Ruth of fucking movie stars. He's not an actor. Well, he did a couple good acting goes, but not that. Cincinnati Kid gotta be his masterpiece. I don't know. That was like 66, 7. I don't know what it was.
Good night, Stephen. Thanks for joining us, and we appreciate hearing from you in England. Take care of yourself. I don't know. I don't know. I really I enjoyed the
But look at
movies
this one.
from about
That movie had Edward G. Robinson in it.
What was this?
Edward G. Robinson. Cincinnati Kid.
Yeah.
Steve McQueen, Edward G. Robinson.
Yeah. Yep. And it was like that was like the answer to The Hustler. It was almost the same freaking movie.
It was just a different game. The Hustler came out, I think, at 60. Cincinnati Kid was like 65 or 6.
Yeah.
It was
because they ended exactly the same way.
Same movie.
Yeah. The same way that the guy who'd been playing his whole life and it was famous won. The only difference is they tried to make Edward G. Robinson to be like old and he wants out and that kind of shit. Whereas Minnesota, Jackie Gleason was Jackie Gleason. Both I thought had their up points. I mean, I thought they were put together well, and the movies themselves. But The Hustler I thought was far superior. I used to hang out in pool halls just like
Well,
that.
it was kind of more original. Plus, Paul Newman and Jackie Gleason. He was going to draw the fucking asses in the seats.
Yeah.
And Paul Newman was just the star.
Especially playing that kind of part.
That time, Jackie Gleason was the most watched probably person on TV at the time.
Yeah. Plus, he really hadn't played too many parts like that where he was, very serious and no joking and all that kind of shit. Plus, Jackie Gleason himself, personally, could play some pool. Jimmy Collins says if it wasn't for the driving...
They said there was only one shot in the movie that Jackie Gleason did pull off. I know there's one where he sunk the one ball from like 4 inches and curved it back around, then came up behind another ball and knocked it in the same pot. That was the only shot Gleason didn't make.
So Jolene's biggest crush was Rowdy Yates, Mr. Quentin Eastwood. Yep. That kind of made him a star, but then Sergio Leone made him the star, big star.
Almost as a fucking parody, because those movies were so stupid.
I'm sorry, what?
But after time, they seemed to gain a cult status. They were dumb to fuck movies.
No, they weren't. They were very good movies. Very well done. When they were doing The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, right? One of the guys in that movie, I can picture his face. He was an Italian actor. I have no idea what his name is. He actually committed suicide by jumping out of the hotel window while they were filming.
Why?
I have no idea. I can't remember. I don't remember why, but yep. One of the other actors was on the floor or two below him, and he watched him go down. Saw him go down past his fucking outside window there.
Clint Eastwood, I don't know. I'm not sure. A couple good movies. I wouldn't call them, legend. Well, not. I can't say not legendary, but
The guy won 6 fucking
I don't know what
Oscars
I'm
for
gonna
one
say.
movie. He's a legend, dude.
What movie?
The Unforgiven. He was the director and the lead actor.
I'd say he didn't make a couple of good movies, but you're talking about the same guy in every goddamn movie star versus
No,
actor.
that's not-
Clint Eastwood is
No, it's not true. Back
a
in when
movie
he
star.
was,
He's not an actor.
yeah, but it's because everybody's thinking of Leone pictures. In the end, he played a lot of different characters, a lot of different ways. In Unforgiven, he played directly opposite of what he was a gunfighter. But
Oh, cut it out.
okay.
It'd be like, hey, 10 bears.
Oh,
Right.
don't you fuck with
10
Outlaw
bears.
Josie
Do
Wales.
you feel lucky, punk?
Don't
Do
you
you feel lucky, punk?
Don't-
Could have been the
don't-
same fuck.
don't fuck with 10 Bears and Josie Wales. Josie Wales was a badass. You just wish you could be Josie Wales.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I mean, it's the same thing. Clint Eastwood is.
Yeah. Okay, and
I did think that one he made when he was an old man with the Koreans living next to him was pretty funny. I don't think I've ever seen him in a semi-comedy before.
oh,
Really?
what the hell was that called?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Torino, yeah,
Yeah, Gran Torino.
yeah,
His
Or
fucking
Torino,
car.
whatever it was.
Turismo.
That was actually a good show.
Yeah, it was a good flick. I hated when he died in the end. That's why I never watched the movie The Cowboys, because John Wayne gets killed like a third of the way through. He actually told Clint Eastwood one time, never die in your movies. People won't watch them. The first time I watched The Cowboys, John Wayne, I was all set up, had my drinks, had my fucking popcorn, whatever, and the next thing I know, John Wayne's dead. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, he
The movie's
fucking died in True Grit too, right?
No. That's why there was a sequel. He didn't die in either one of them.
No. Yes, he
Glenn
died in
Campbell.
both.
Glenn Campbell died
There was
in.
no sequel to True Grit. That was a remake, and the fucking Glenn Campbell wasn't in True Grit with John Wayne.
Okay. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He played a Texas Ranger. And then there was Rooster Cogburn.
Oh yeah, when they were taking a canoe trip, and Glenn Campbell was playing banjo and shit.
No,
They were like going ding ding dinky dinky dink.
No, I'm pretty sure that's wrong too. But then there was the movie Rooster Cogburn with Katharine Hepburn and some Indian boy. I can't remember his name. Apparently, him and John Wayne stayed friends for the whole, the rest of John Wayne's life. But and he lived through both of them.
I'm not sure about that. But
Okay, well, I
it
am.
doesn't really speak never which of mine to me right now. I can
Mhm.
tell you. But,
What is Matt trying to
because
do?
John Wayne, I mean,
Yeah, Stephen Tolliver said no, he didn't. David Novies, what Matt trying to do? Change history? Yeah. Ten Bears was a real Comanche chief, which I am direct descendant of. Stephen Tolliver.
Well, did he feel lucky, punk?
According to the interweb, Glenn Campbell did play in True Grit.
Thank you. Don't fuck with me on John Wayne. Not happy. Well, I didn't like his serial movies. I never watched them. But when he started being a movie star, like Fort Apache and all that was great. Yeah.
And it was Davy Crockett at the Alamo, partner, Pilgrim.
He made that movie. He spent his own money doing it. He spent his own money making that movie. Of course, he did make.
Well, how does Davy Crockett wear like a Texan vest, shirt, chaps, and shit, and just throw on a raccoon cap? It's not very Tennessean.
He was wearing a deerskin shirt and pants. Good God. Let's see. Gran Torino was fantastic. One of my absolute favorites by him. Yeah, it was pretty good. I got to admit. It was very good. Texas Ranger.
Well, like I said, I never seen him try to take on any kind of half comedic parts in anything else before I've ever seen. He was actually kind of funny in that movie.
He was.
Never seen him try to be funny before.
He was. Texas Ranger Lafitte was Glenn Campbell. That is correct. And he got killed.
And John Wayne did too.
Oh, Robert Duvall was in that too. He played the head bad guy. What the fuck? Red something. And that's when John Wayne put the reins in his mouth and took out a rifle and a pistol and said, "Fill your hands with lead." Charged up on them, killed all of them, and lost his horse, Old Dollar.
Glenn Campbell was
very sad.
Glenn Campbell was La Buff.
Whatever. And no one cares. He died.
Was, Ned Pepper.
Ned Pepper, right. And Old Dollar died that day. But he still had General Sterling Price, the cat, and the Chineseman, who was his buddy, that he would yell at all the time. And Judge Parker, who he didn't like because Judge Parker kept trying to take his badge. John Wayne did not get killed in True Grit.
In the remake one, I thought that girl was more excellent than the original. The one that played the girl that hired Cockle.
Yeah, Maddie Ross?
No, not the original. I thought the remake was better.
You thought the remake was better? You're a fucking communist, man. Don't talk to me ever again.
The girl character, the girl that played the character of Single-Minded, I thought she did it better.
The outlaw, what was it? Ned Pepper. The outlaw Ned Pepper she was after because he killed her father. And then the second one was Katharine Hepburn. And Bruce Dern was the bad guy. Till John Wayne blew them all up.
Well, then I'm talking about the one that Jeff Bridges was Rooster Cogburn. And the girl playing the girl is the one I meant did it better than the rest of them, or the other one.
I don't know. I didn't see the sequel. I'm not going to see the sequel. The best movie John Wayne ever did, in my opinion, was The Shootist. This is his last flick.
Well, I thought it was Genghis Khan.
Yeah, no, that was not good. Even he said he made a mistake there.
All right, all you Chinamen, saddle up.
The Shootist was a great movie, though. It really was. Kind of sad, but still. Good way to go out.
Not really. I think I was just wasn't Jimmy Stewart the doctor or something?
He was.
I said, Jimmy, give me a couple of fifths of that goddamn morphine. We'll party tonight and say goodbye bye.
Let's see who else was in that. Ron Howard and the lady. What the? Oh, she's famous. Well, Humphrey Bogart's wife. Oh, what the fuck was her name? Not Carol Lombard. Wasn't Humphrey Bogart's wife. Oh, good God. Now I gotta find out.
Miss Bogart.
Was it?
Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall, thank you. And let's see. That was a great flick, though. $1976. Directed by Don Siegel. Richard Boone, Hugh O'Brien, Bill McKinney, Harry Morgan from MASH, John Carradine, Cherie North, Scatman Crothers, Greg Palmer, Melody Thomas Scott, Johnny Crawford,
Johnny Crawford. That was
the Rifleman.
what was his fucking son's name?
The Rifleman.
Lucas and
Yeah, whatever.
Lucas McCain, but yeah, he was his son. What was his fucking name?
I don't remember. Leo Gordon was in it. Leo Gordon was actually a criminal at one time. He was in a prison, and they did this prison movie where he went back to the same prison he was in, and they used to search him coming in and out every time. Ricky Nelson was in it. Bob Steele. A lot of famous people, man. Did anyone like the original Gone in 60 Seconds? There was a Crooked Man. That was a good movie, too. There was. There was a movie, Gone in 60 Seconds, but it had nothing to do with stealing cars back in like the 40s or 50s. I think it was in black and white, so. There was a Crooked Man, was pretty good. He dies in the end getting bit by snakes. Oh, that's gotta suck.
I don't know. Then you get a lot of what do you want to say? In the early late 50s, early 60s, a lot of big actors took TV series,
Yep.
you know, in between making like big movies and everything. It was like a weird time. And then there was the first thing where if you were a movie star, you can't do on a TV show because that'll ruin you. But it didn't work out that way.
No, because in the beginning, nobody thought TV was going to take off like it did. And people on the movies thought they were better than TV actors. But eventually, as you got older and get older in Hollywood, you got to do something if you want to keep working. So that's what they do. What sport did Chuck Connors play professionally before becoming an actor? Wasn't he a football player?
Baseball.
Was it baseball?
I think he played at USC, and then he got drafted by the Dodgers. I think he actually spent a few months in the majors, or most of one season, but that was about it.
Chuck
I
Connors.
believe he played first base, I think. I'm not sure.
Chuck Connors and John Wayne were very good friends. John Wayne helped him get him going. He was in a few of his films, and then of course, Chuck Connors, the rifleman, he became a star. Yeah. John Wayne never forgot his friends. All them old cowboy heroes from the 30s and all that. He put them in every one of his movies. Even give them lines sometimes.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna see a John Wayne movie. You're gonna see Harry Carey and was the skipper's dad and a couple other fuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, usually they played smaller parts, but there's that one guy. He always played the loud, noisy guy, but he was an expert on the military uniforms and formations, and he was always like a technical director on all these flicks. And they also put him in as an actor. The War Wagon was a good movie. Yeah, it's pretty good. The one with Anne Margaret, what was that one called? Like Kurt Douglas, or was it Kurt Douglas? Yeah, Kurt Douglas was in it, and Wayne, and a couple other people. I think, I don't remember, but that was pretty good. The War Wagon was okay. It was. That had Ed Asner in it, didn't it? I'm surprised Ed Asner and John Wayne could be on the same set together without killing each other.
Never heard of that one.
War Wagon?
I remember, there's a couple of people. No, Ed Asner for being in Western.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of people you see in Westerns that just look totally goofy. Like
Raymond Burr?
That one dude. Yeah, and who was the dude who was on the Mary Tyler Moore show? Murray. He was in a couple of Westerns, but he always looked stupid as fuck.
And they, fucking Jimmy Cagney did like one or two Westerns. I mean, the accent is harsh.
Yeah, see, this is what's going on here, see? I'm a cowboy, sir.
He actually was pretty. He had one that was pretty good, and the other one was okay. I mean, he had some flicks that were pretty good Westerns, but it's still Jimmy Cagney. Jimmy Cagney's always going to be Scarface.
Yeah, some of them, I mean, I don't even know why they even made the movie. Jimmy Cagney with a cowboy hat, that's the end right there. You can't do that, you know what I mean?
The Train Robbers with Anne Margaret. Yeah, that was what it was. The Train Robbers with Anne Margaret. A lot of truck drivers were actors like Elvis, Chris Christopherson. Well, Elvis was more of a singer, and so was Jerry Reed. He was more of a. I would give anything to hung out with Jerry Reed. That must have been a wild time with Jerry Reed. Because they say he was the exact same way in life as he was on
Yeah,
screen.
he looked like a funny son of a bitch. He
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah. Yep. Chris Christopherson just died. Sucks.
Yeah, I hear so. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so did Marty Schottenheimer
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, he had Alzheimer's. It sucks. And apparently he was having it for like
But
7-8 years.
I didn't
man.
know Chris Christopherson was like fucking older than shit. I didn't realize he was that fucking old.
Well, what was that movie Convoy he was famous for?
It was like 87 or something.
Yeah. Convoy he was in the 70s. You know, with Ally McGraw, who was famous for like 7-8 minutes. But
Because she was married to Steve McQueen.
he was a hell of a songwriter. I miss the singer-songwriters from the 70s. I do. Yeah, Elvis was more of a singer from what I heard. That's good, Nick. I didn't even know he drove a truck, to be honest. Convoy, 1978. Yeah, okay.
Never seen it.
You never seen Convoy? It's kind of stupid, but it's one of that song. That's C.W. McCall sang that song, and C.W. McCall was actually a janitor at a radio station or the recording studio or something, and somebody realized he had a good voice, so somebody put a record together, and he did pretty good. That his greatest hit sold fucking 20 billion records, man.
Yeah, I was like, I think I was 18. I wasn't like going to see movies. I was pulling capers and everything. That kind of shit.
Dark of the moon on the 6th of June in the Kenworth hauling hogs. Cab over people with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling logs. Heading for Bear and I want
This is broadcast is terminated due to copyright infringement.
Yeah, I'll probably have one of them from like Warner Brothers again for 17 months. Lord Jesus, tonight my kids are on one. On what? Drugs? I don't know.
That means a rant or some sort
okay. All right.
outrage.
Yeah, well, she got 12 kids and, 5 dogs, and they're, like C.W. McCall said, they're like crispy critters.
Oh yeah, the old the CB radio. I never actually had one. To tell you the truth.
I've had one in my life. Never had one back in the 70s. I mean, they're all digital now and like everything else, man. It ain't like the old days. You actually have to follow the rules and all kinds of stupid shit.
I mean, most people don't even know what I think I have one up in a cabinet, a world band radio, where you can tune in a station from any fucking place in the world. You don't want to know what they're saying, but you can get direct BBC radio. I don't even know if they got radio anymore. I might have to throw it away.
Yeah. From picking on each other to fighting to hiding shit from each other, pranks to piss each other off. Oh, so like normal. Okay. This is why duct tape and chain is good. If you got some hooks on the wall, that'll straighten them right out. I should write a book on parenting. I should. All right, guys. I think we're going to cut it a
You
little
better
short. Maybe not.
get your can of Gorilla Glue adhesive spray before the price goes up.
Yeah. Possibly put it in their hair and stick them to the wall. That'll be fun. All right, we're going to cut it short because I don't know why, but I have to go. Anyway, hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for joining us. Duct tape and baling wire is not off the table. There you go. It's chapter 1 in my book. I'll sign you a copy. Go to the dollar store, you'll find it. Matt, you got any last words?
Yeah, everybody, do some baling wire and duct tape, and don't drink Gorilla Glue, and you'll be all right.
Yeah. Mommy, why am I running in a circle? Shut up before I nail your other foot to the floor. There you go. Me and Steve are going to co-write my next bestseller. He should know he had 42 children. Mitch McConnell voted that Trump's trial was unconstitutional. Yeah, I don't care what Mitch McConnell does. I got you.
Well, my dad's CV handle was Streakin' Deacon when he was truck driving cross country. He actually had a shirt that said shit kicker on it, and it had like a cowboy kicking a pile of shit. What kind of dad I have.
Nice.
Other than that,
Classy. Very classy.
we're a normal family.
Yeah, very classy. I heard you got to be that if you live in Louisiana. All right. Well, everybody enjoy yourself. We'll see you Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on wherever the hell we are. I'm sure Matt will have some trivia. I'm sure we can talk about some boring shit, and then we'll all go. Have a good evening, guys. Don't kill anybody, whatever you do. Tiffany, I'm sorry about your sadness there, and also Dave Rizzo. And Dave Novi, I hope your brother gets better very quickly. You were the one I was basically talking about not killing anybody because you sounded very pissed off. I don't blame you, but don't kill anybody. Take care, guys. Have a great night.
Also,